we wake, hear the birds and see the sun. Side by side our fears are done. Oh, the good times just begun.
Well, hey guys, welcome back. I am so excited because I'm finally able to do some DIYs. I was so swamped at work, but I was able to catch a break. So I made these really pretty Dollar Tree lanterns, guys. We're going to get into how I created these today, but thank you so much for stopping by. You're so appreciated. So as you can see, I got these little canvases from the craft corner. I'm just going to remove the canvas itself, so I'm going to be using the wood. And you just want to remove the canvas and all of those staples, and to fill it in, I'm going to be using some of the spackle from the Dollar Tree also, and just to fill it in and let that dry out. Next step, I'm going to hot glue these frames together to form a box, and guys, it's really that simple and that quick and easy, and I love this DIY. So after I do that, just to fill in these little gaps, I'm going to use some more of that spackling, and I'm going to fill it up and let it dry out, and then sand it down. Now you can do it really smooth, or if you want, I sanded mine lightly because I wanted to have a little bit more of a rustic feel to it, and I'm going to go ahead and paint it. Now I'm doing it in a neutral matte black color. I love this. I think it's so nice for the aesthetic. For the base, I'm just going to use some of this black foam board. I basically traced it out. I'm going to push it inside and then go back over the back of it with a little bit of hot glue, and guys, that's it. That's all. We're done, and I love the simplicity of this, and we're going to start styling it out. So I'm just basically going to add in some greenery. How you style it is up to you, but this is just the way I did mine. I also used a tapered hurricane and a luminar with some of that greenery I have from the Dollar Tree, which is the ferns, and then also I have some lamb's ear, and I absolutely love the way it's turning out. Now for me, I love for the summer, or even in the fall, I'm gonna add in a really cute large sunflower. You guys know I love, that's my favorite flower of all time. So I just love the way it looks with styling, but you can basically use any styling you like. I just think this looks so amazing. But I also went back and I styled it with some lemons. I think they look absolutely awesome for the summer, and I just love the way it turned out. So I hope you guys like this really quick one, and I love the way it turned out. I can think of so many ways to use this, and it was one of the quickest, easiest DIYs ever. The longest wait was for the paint to dry. So for my next DIY, I'm going with the Kirkland's dupe that I absolutely love. I'm using one of these burner covers from the Dollar Tree. It comes in a 2-pack, and I'm also going to be using this wood veneer. You can pick this up from any big box store. I ordered 50 feet off of Amazon for only 13 bucks, guys. So if you're interested in making this, I'm also going to measure out the length I want it. If you want to use a larger cover, you can. I'm using the smaller burner cover for this to make like a Kirkland size dupe. So basically, I'm just measuring this out and repeating that process because I'm going to need 4 of these to do the lantern, which means I'm going to need 8 strips. So basically, I'm using the first strip that I cut in the length of it as a template, as you can see. And this wood veneer is very easy to work with. It's very pliable, and it's already pre-glued. And I'm just going to cut these, and now that I have 8 of them, you'll see I'll be able to form the 4 sides of my lantern, which is why I needed 8 for 4. My next step is to measure around the bottom of the burner cover, and I'm also going to use an iron. You'll see how we'll be using that in a second. I just wanted to get it heated up. So I'm going to need 2 more strips for the base and for the top of my lantern. So right now, as you can see, I'm just making sure that I'm measuring it to fit the burner cover. Next, I'm going to start adhering my pieces together for my wood veneer. This is simply done by matching them up from the top, making sure that they're not overlapping. You want to sort of get it even, but the main thing is on the sides, making sure that that's completely even and that one is not too far out or overlapping. Very important for it to be really neat and have a seamless look when it's done. Next thing you want to do is protect your countertop. I know I have a hard surface, but I still wanted to protect it. I just have a really old towel or old cloth or fabric is fine. And then you're going to go ahead and run your iron over it. And this is going to adhere those two pieces together to make it one. And it's so quick and easy, guys. You would be surprised how simple this is. Just make sure you don't burn yourself. And look at how this turned into one piece. Isn't that amazing? Now, while it's still hot, you want to go ahead and shape it out. Make sure you don't burn your fingers, your fingertips. And I'm going to use this first one as a template now that I know how high I want it to and where the curve to go. And I'm just going to repeat that process with all four of my pieces for my lantern. As you can see, it's nice and warm and it's very pliable. See how easy it is to get it into the shape that you want? And that's why I love working with this wood veneer. I saw another YouTuber making this lantern. I just could not find her channel to give her credit. If you guys know who she was, please put in the description bar below. I would love to give her a shout out. So now that I've got that done, I'm just going to go ahead and start assembling this lantern. I'm going to use some E6000, a little bit of hot glue to adhere it, and that will get it going. Now, I do have these paint grippers. You get a pack of these in the crafts corner at the Dollar Tree, and that's simply going to hold it in place while it dries. But it really dries really quickly, and it's just such a fun project to do. And I'm going to repeat this process in each area of this base. As you can see, I'm all set now. I'm just letting it dry down, and now I'm going to go back and apply the other two strips, one at the base and then one like going towards the top or the middle, to continue the formation of this lantern. So for this part, you're supposed to have it up a little bit higher. I had mine right in the middle, but I still love the way it turned out. I think it's so charming. That little wood round I'm going to be using for the very top of it. Now, when you do this, you do want to make sure that it's measured to the height that you want it, so it's even all the way around. You don't want one side to be sort of lopsided. Very simple. Then I'm going to add those grippers to make sure that it dries evenly and stays in place. And now these little wood finials I'm going to be using for the top of my lantern. I already painted it black because I was going to use it for a previous DIY, but I changed my mind. But you can see the ends of them. I got these off of Amazon also at a really good price. I just cut that end off so that way the finial would sit flat on top of that wood round that I got from the Dollar Tree. And I'm just gonna glue that in place with hot glue. It'll hold it just fine, and then add on my finial. And then here's the fun part, and that's painting it down in the same matte black. I love that color. It's so pretty. And it's done, and we can start styling it out. And it looks like it's metal almost, even though it's wood, which is great for if you have that modern aesthetic that a lot of people are into, modern design. As you can see, I used 2 luminaires and some greenery, and that's all it really needed. I did add in a lemon, but I'm just showing you different ways to style it. It's perfect for so many different types of design, whether it's farmhouse or modern or chic. It's just so high-end looking that it can really transcend any type of design or decor that you're going for. And I absolutely love the way this one looks. So I hope you do too, guys. Really cheap, really inexpensive. I'll leave all of the items that I used in the description bar below if you're interested in creating this or any other DIYs. If you did like this, don't forget to smash that thumbs up. It really helps out my channel. It lets other people know where to find me on YouTube. Also, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell to be notified whenever I upload a new video. And thank you all so much for watching. See you in the next video, guys.